Memories. When I made these memories, they were never supposed to hurt. They were supposed to be the cherished kind. The ones that replay in your mind when you're alone on the bus at night and it's raining outside and they make you smile to yourself kind. The ones that paint the past the most vividly beautiful colours kind. The ones that aren't supposed to hurt, you know. That's what I thought these memories would be when I made them, and now every recollection brings motivation for me to bury them so far away. I can only take so much of the pain the sickness of nostalgia brings, the stings on the heartstrings. Why are they doing it, these memories? They were never supposed to hurt. They were supposed to be us sitting together in front of a fire, having completed life far away, wearing knitted sweaters and reminiscing kind. Jesus, didn't we have a great back then, all the same kind. But now as they fade further from my mind and the ghosts of my past are being left behind, I'm slowly coming to realise that I think I might be fine without you. Like I will be, and I know that's true, but there's times among the finds where I really don't know what to do, so I sit and peruse this library of things to do to keep me occupied and busy and away from the thought of you, and too much ado I try to forget and then I lose. Why would you do what you do and make all bad? I still haven't shaken that sad, your voice permanent in my ear crying, it's fucking mad, you knew what you had, you have to feel bad for what you did because there's no way that you can't. But I miss you. With all my fucking heart I miss you. I still don't know what to do on a Sunday morning at 8:02 when I wake up with sleepy eyes so blue that were once illuminated by looking at you in the morning sun. You were my everything, my all at once. Can we just go back to the way things were when this begun? Because by how they are now, I think I'm done. Lonely, cold and numb, I sit here, I wonder who it is I've become. Now the strings of my life are so cruelly undone and I fall spectacularly down to the surface below. It won't always be like this, I'm told. Yeah, there'll be bad days and there'll be worse than that too, because you're going to have friends to call and it's better to have loved than lost than never to have loved at all. What makes loved and lost than never to have loved at all. But what makes the ache of remembering a battle worthwhile? Is it in the hopes that one day these memories may elicit smiles rather than bringing tears to your eyes when you think about all the times you had to compartmentalise to get through this and out the other side? They were never supposed to do this, these memories of you. And I wonder, do you reminisce too, and whether or not yours hurt you, and in a weird way I hope they do, because then we'd be feeling the same things as each other again. Like we did when we said I love you and I love you too. I think that's the memory that hurts the most. Haunts the corridors of my brain, the pain the same no matter how many times you play it through. It was like a choir of angels whispering in my ear the sweetest of tunes, I love you and I love you too. I love you 3, 4, crying on the floor. I love you 5, 6, this is nothing we can't fix. I love you 7, 8, fuck's sake, why did you do that? Now it's too late. I love you 9, 10, I'm never gonna love again. It's not worth the pain I'm in. So I'll take these memories, the ones that were never supposed to hurt, and I'll grin and bear and hold on to them forever for what little the whole thing was worth. Thanks. Yeah. Sadness and depression, right? I suppose that's the price of love ultimately, isn't it? And now for more heartbreak. Okay, so the next one again is it's so at the start of the summer I was very much madly in love, and we lived together. To me it was forever, and I walked in on Sunday morning to him with his ex on the couch where we lived together, so it was very, very hard. But I owe him for these nice poems. So this one is called What Do I Do? And it goes like this. Sorry, what do you do? What do you do when you love something more than you? When you eat, sleep, and breathe their daily tune? When the sunlight in their eyes sets your skies on fire and you pray to God that this isn't a march to your funeral pyre, what do you do? When something you loved more than you left your heart battered and bruised? When the foundations of the pedestal you placed them on cracked like scars from their past, opening up and swallowing you whole, what do you do? When life looks a little bit different without them, what do you do? I feared one day it would all be ruined, and I think my worst fear has come true. What do you do? When you saw it coming from miles away, knowing they were too weak to stop you but come and pray, what do you do? I had to accept it, and there bare I lay. What do I do? Can anybody tell me what to do? Because I haven't a fucking clue. All I ever wanted was you. What do I do? When you tore my heart in two, what do I do? I don't even know if I still love you. What do I do? I do love you. What do I do? Thanks. I have a feeling that I might just fly through all these, and then I'm going to just do more about play because I tend to talk really, really, really fast and fail up.
Slow down!
So, my next one is so my next one is about I suppose it's applicable to life after a trauma. I suppose you're kind of walking around dazed, confused, not really knowing what is coming, not really know where you're going. You're kind of just slowly picking the pieces of your life back up, and that's what this one is about. So again, I don't really have a name for these, but I think I very briefly called it Lost in These Dreams. So yeah, it goes like this. It seems I've lost myself in these dreams. Head in the clouds, walking the streets, while all the memories like sunburn flake off and the past pours from my seams. It floods my field of vision so much so I'm blind to the present. A gift in front of me I fail to see. I'm stuck back there, trying to figure out what it all means. What it means for me and who I am now. What it means for the remaining love I have, its levels running out. Because I used all my love to keep our flame burning while you doused it in water that Sunday morning. It was a coin juxtaposed on its sides. My eyes filled with a scene of dreams and a love the length of forever. Yours, one set to cause me pain while I come to terms with my error. We flip it, so it lands your side up. This spells the end of us. My eyes can't bear the pain of the sight laid out in front of me. So I retreat to my dream where you and I are still supreme. Because in here you were never found a thing. You shattered the delusion set out by our first kiss, and yet still it's you, that space that my heart will miss. So when it seems like I've lost myself in these dreams, maybe I have, forever living among the rubble of what you and I once had. Thanks. So the next one I wrote during, I suppose it was a pretty dark time in my life, and I never actually, a lot of these poems I never actually thought would see the light of day. So it's a weird kind of catharsis to be up here to be speaking them. This one, I still remember writing this. It was like fucking 7 in the morning, and I was alone, in my house, not sober, coming to terms with a lot of hardships that were happening. There was just a lot of crap going on. It's kind of my mid-20s were a wild, turbulent time. Still a little turbulent, but I'm a bit more able to surf the waves, you know. So what did I name this? Room Among the Emptiness. Okay, so again, strap in for some depression. It goes. I can't explain the loneliness that I feel in my heart, in my soul. The emptiness fills the pit in my stomach, and I soldier on like all is fine. I never knew I could get this low. But here we are. The only way is up, right? Or have I crafted tools so strong that I can dig through rock bottom? I can't stay sober. I toy with the idea, but it never comes to fruition. Life is just too complicated, I tell you. Life is the simplest fucking thing, you tell me. There's beauty in everything if you look hard enough. But what do I do when I'm blinded by circumstance? Eyes swollen from the punches dished out by those who are supposed to love me. Each one adds to the emptiness in that pit until no more can fit, not even a little bit. So is there room among the emptiness for any beauty? I haven't seen a star in so long, so maybe I'll start there. I'm familiar enough with the night. I'm sure I can ask it where I can find one. I'll start with a star. That smallest flicker of light that tears a hole in that fabric of darkness that I might allow more light flood in. Like you said, life's the simplest fucking thing. You just got to look hard enough to find beauty in it. So I'll start with a star. Are we all well and truly sad? Have we conjured up some old heartbreak, maybe even? So the next one is ends on somewhat more of a positive note.
No.
I know. Sorry, guys. I started writing this again, going back to the can you call it a diss poem? I don't know, but it's like diss poem. It doesn't really sound as cool, but it started life as that. Then halfway through, I realised that there's a lot more to life than holding on to negative feelings for people that have wronged you. And I suppose moving forward, happy and successful, and with a newfound zest for life, is more of a revenge than harbouring hate and harbouring negative feelings. So it's a little bit of a journey, I suppose, in where my mind was at, and I kind of found that writing this was almost a turning point for me in my ways of thinking from the whole breakup. So, meeting you was the worst thing I've ever done. Yet I'd go back in a heartbeat to get my heart beat by all them feet you let walk all over us without so much as a peep, a whisper, a declaration of discontent, because you let them bring us to our end. You were a willing participant though, despite all the bad things you told me about them and how you can never make a decision on your own, a symptom of Stockholm. Approval craved from those enraged by their own shortcomings is fucking insane. Will ever make sense in my brain the impossible levels of pain dumped down on me in this June rain by you, the one who said they'd love me forever in a day, and I believe this to be true. I really don't like how they're behaving. You told me this yourself, yet you still let them in to architect our downfall, although you helped, considering it was you I found on the couch where we lived together with that prick, a beggar's belief, a weighted grief, an earned relief. I walk away, for this cycle of yours is going to repeat. A stifling, twisted comfort where you firmly planted your feet that would never cease to come for me. You've surrounded yourself with a circle that drags you down and keeping you stuck with jealousy and envy tucked, whatever you want to call it. I really don't give a fuck. I'm out. Gone. Vanished. No backwards look. Moving forward. Moving on. Moving up. Hang on. Let's change the tone. Because something dawned on me while I penned this poem, that if I keep looking back, I'll always be alone, and that I need to look forward, even if it means doing so on my own for now, because that'll bring healing. It'll give me back some feeling, because this summer was spent reeling, trying to cling on in desperation to a semblance of meaning, my eyes lying while my ear-to-ear smiles were beaming, but not anymore. I can't stay rooted in disbelief. I have to move on and figure out how, because if being hard on myself worked, it would have worked by now. So I need to learn how to move on. To walk away without holding on. How to move on without hate. I spent enough of that in my life, I've no space left on my plate. So I'll take the good and leave the bad, because after the year I've had, I'm almost back to myself after a period of the big sad. But the only one that can get me there is myself. It's kind of scary to have put all that on myself, but I'm not alone, I'm not all by myself, I do have someone else. It's the circle I built around me. They check in on the weekends and on Tuesdays too. They ask me out for things to do, and if I ever needed more help, they'd offer that too. So to my circle that surrounds me everywhere I look, I'd like to apologise for not being me the last while. I've just been a little stuck. I've had a lot going on. It's still a mess up in here, but one that's contained somewhat, and at this stage will be sorted before long. So I'm sorry for the unopened messages, the left unread texts, the unreturned phone calls, and whatever I do next. You are there for me regardless. I love you, you are the best. I just hope I'm treated better when along comes the next. But I promise you that if that goes tits up too, I won't be half as much of a mess. A mess I was, holy God, but we're here, still standing.
Oh yeah.
So, where's the next one? The next one is, I'm going to do one that I wasn't actually planning on doing, but I like it anyway. It's called Moon, I guess. Again, it's depressing, but then we're going to move on to kind of something a little, kind of still depressing, but not so depressing in terms of love. Depressing in other ways. See, my life has just been tons of fun the last one. So it goes, I wanted to plant a garden in the darkest parts of you, but then they came and reaped what we sowed before it could bloom, and now I'm left here on this night staring at the moon, praying you are too. Because then we'd have the same thing in sight, me and you. And who can interfere with the moon? The clouds, the stars. They're beautiful in their own right, so we just look at them, but when they tore it apart, that garden we grew, they also took with them the stars, the clouds, and my moon. So my next one is a piece I actually wrote, the kind of skeleton of it, I suppose, when I was 23. It was the first kind of spoken word piece I ever put out somewhere before I kind of went hell for leather at it, I suppose. And it's a piece that kind of means the most to me, I think, given that I wrote it with the intention of putting it up on Facebook when people were still into Facebook.
Facebook is so cool.
Yeah. Are you Facebook official? Now Facebook is kind of just, old people and your aunties and all just sharing pictures of lost dogs from South America, and they're like, oh, please find this dog, and I'm like, oh, Tina, that dog's not from here. Well, they mean well, So it goes like this. He says, me, look at me, almost 33. Mind imploding with the possibilities. This fear that's holding him will never leave and will always win. The fake smiles and cheeky grins, they stop anybody getting in. He's grand, he's sound. It's always fun when he's around. The smiles, the laughs, the jokes, the crack. You wouldn't believe his head has gone whack. He's out of his mind. He's going blind from all the tears he's cried alone in his room, listening to the same old tune running through his head over and over, saying, mate, it is over. He's fallen down and can't get up, and yet still nobody knows he's stuck. Caught up in this mess and barely alive, and all he needs to do to survive is talk. What's the point? What's the point anymore? I mean, he's not the same person as before, so no one will know or understand why. All he can do is sit and cry, but he does so in silence, so no one will know. Because he's a big boy now, and big boys don't cry. They take it on the chin, they take it like a man, they get up and get on and they do what they can. The silence caused by this lets the tears build up until they explode out, and then you're fucked. It ends the drought of being a man with a catastrophic flooding of his land. Destruction, breakdown, everything dies. There's not a single bit of hope left inside. Stuck at rock bottom, glued there if you must, while everyone around him is making a fuss. You have to pay for this, you have to organise that, until someone says, mate, you look like crap. He's skinny, he's pale, but not just that. People are starting to see that all is not what it seems. He's not actually happy, he's not having fun. For want of a better word, it would appear he's done, but you can't be done because then you'll be dead. He needs to deal with the problems in his head. He needs to lay them bare and out in the open, and there's bound to be someone who'll care, and that's what he's hoping. But sharing a problem that's not so clear is really, really hard, and it comes with fear. This fear is different than the one from before. This is one you've invited through your door. This one knows. This one knows they'll know. This one knows you'll know they know. This one knows everyone knows. But sometimes in life you need to have courage. Insanely stupid, embarrassing courage just to share with the world that you're not okay. That you're not always smiling or having a great day. And once this is done, the burden is eased, and it's like being freed from this horrible disease that was crippling, maiming, and keeping your tongue so still in your mouth so nothing could be done. And now it's out there, it's not so bad. He really can't see why it drove him so mad. That's part of his story, and people can see it was foolish and stupid to leave it be, but it's not him that's wrong for doing so. It's this stigma. It's this impression of mental health that we all know. This stigma, because what it implies is that people who struggle inside their mind aren't the normal kind. The normal kind, the ones without problems, that's all bullshit, everybody's got them. And how do you deal with them is to talk. Get them out in the open, ask a friend for a walk, talk to a stranger, just talk. Tell them 5 small words, I don't think I'm okay. Explain what's been happening day to day, that you can't figure out why your head's a mess and the things you've been doing maybe aren't for the best. And slowly and surely you begin to see the parts of your life you don't even need. All the toxic parts for you can cut them out and start anew. Be the person you know you can be, like the woman for all this shit that brought you to your knees. Be genuinely happy and true to yourself, but every time you need it, ask for help. Thanks. So the next one this is also a special one for me in that it was the first piece I ever did at an open mic, and Dee will tell you it was a much different affair than tonight. I was fucking shitting myself. I still am, but maybe shitting myself just a little bit less. So it's about struggling in Dublin, in that it's a hard enough country for our generation to be living in right now, given everything that's going on, and it's even harder when you're struggling in that environment. Because I suppose it's explained in the poem why. Well, we all know why. We're all living. There's no fucking houses. There's no anyway. We're all in the same boat together, and it's rough. But we'll get there. We have to. So I told myself I'd say yes to everything this year to see what opens up, because over the last while I've been keeping my head down and just feeling a little stuck. Not head down in the sense that you think though, but head down on old habits and pastimes that have brought me to the brink of my mind's flexibility, my inner thoughts' strength, my struggles and grievances, and it all does nothing to aid the dark cloud that's descended on me. They offer in this darkness no light. So I'm wondering if I got more white tonight, would I feel alright to continue this fight with my chest so tight to grab that peace in sight? Surely I'll be able to do it right, because there has to be more to this life. I don't know. I haven't said yes to anything good in a while, you see, so I can't see the forest for the trees in Dublin's fair city where the prices are so shitty. Man, you can't even afford to see beyond the horizon you brought so close to yourself to cope. I crisscross the Liffey, I'll be there in a jiffy. It's an awful fucking pity what I've done to myself in this city just to feel like I have someone here with me. In this pandemic of loneliness, Generation Me stick around because we're hopeless. Yet we hope for friends lost to foreign shores. We hope that putting ourselves out there will open new doors, because all the ones we've already walked through have already been shut behind us, and there's no going back to what was. Caught up in this mess not of our own doing, and all barely getting by when all we need to be doing is working another job and sacrificing happiness to watch the sense build up to the big heights of nothing. If the sky keeps moving further away, what's the point in aiming for it or something? Because they don't build houses up to it, so where the fuck will we live if we get our penny tart tall enough to reach that summit? And you decide, fuck it. I've nothing to lose but everything is nothing in this hollow country. So don't look down on anyone because we're all struggling. Don't throw your eyes to the ground. Don't turn the other cheek. Give them a nod, a smile, haven't seen you in a while. Go for an overpriced pint, just the one, because wink wink. And right the world. That's the essence of this city, and this city is under my skin. It's part of me, it's all within. It's the fuel that keeps the blue blood pumping around my veins, but we're all being bled dry. This is a horrible country to suffer in. It's a horrible country in which to be sad, but it's a collective suffering because we don't have one gaff, one room, one space to call our own like our parents had. So when you walk by someone in the city, just be sound, even if they're not from around, because you never know what's going on in their town. And let's paint it if you blue again and take back the city for ourselves, because let's face it, we, Generation Stuck, have fuck all else going for us. Thanks. Yeah. I have two more. Yeah. Excuse me. This one is kind of a long one. I only finished it kind of during the week, but it was based around a time of my life where I was kind of always quite reluctant to approach it with a poem, because it was quite a significant time in my life and I never thought I could do it justice. Not that it's a time in my life I wanted to do it justice. It was quite, it was a time I struggled a lot. It was a lot of dark, lonely nights doing things I shouldn't have been doing to get by. And I got a fright one night when a friend of mine died doing the same things that I was doing to get by, and kind of shocked me into kind of changing. So this is a new one. I kind of learned it off, but I don't know it enough, so I'm gonna just bear with. I don't have a name for it yet, but my prayers are so long, even God has clocked out. Nobody hears what I'm talking, screaming about. It's dark, black, bleak, filling my face with whatever I need to make it through the week. Can somebody show me the light I seek? I'd soldier on without it, but I fear I'm much too weak. It helps, temporarily. These scars on my nose, the sign of troubles conquered, and now I guess they're a part of me. My story. It's an instant gratification of a feeling oh so sweet. Almost there through the week. Bam, let's go. Relief for now. Soon it will be 7 a.m. and I'll be all out. This will replay the next night when I pull myself together after passing out on the couch. I can stop any time I want. What the fuck are you on about? Do you think you're better than me? You don't know what I've been through and the things I've seen. Of course you're clean. Take that silver spoon out of your mouth and I'll show you what I mean. I had someone try to kill themselves and fall into my lap. I've seen the destruction of my family. I'm not getting back. I've been cheated, played and lied to and all the crap that comes with that. So don't get smart with me, mate. I've seen horrors your mind cannot comprehend. This hellish journey of mine will never end. That's why I help myself in the way I do. It's bad, I know, but everything I love, I lose. So to numb myself is the only way I get through. I don't want this. Do you think I do? I'm always looking for an escape, but on that life raft there is no room, so I'm stuck pleading. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out of my head. If I don't stop now, I'm going to wind up dead, but man, the drugs are really nice, and the drink is my friend. To tell you the truth, I just want this pain to end. Will it ever? Please get me on the mend. You are all I have. You are my only friend. Because it's dark in here when your own thoughts hate you. How can something that's a part of you leave you so isolated? But this is my life. There's no way out. Struggle, strife. It's a bunch of these never-ending, endless nights where I'm doing what I can to get by and survive. And when morning comes, it still feels like I'm living in night because I fill my body up with all the booze and white I found hidden in the press. What an awful sight. My ma coming down to find me on the couch for a fight because I was keeping her awake all fucking night. It's no wonder when the relief fades, I feel like shite. Please won't someone help me do what I know is right. Blacking out to cope, am I really this low? How it all came to this, I do not know. Hands shaking, body hollow, going through the day, praying I don't see tomorrow, but I'm still here, among this mess. Still fucking here, in constant stress. Still fucking here, doing my best, and if I open up and explain to you, will you think of me as less? Because truth be told, man, I find life really fucking hard. I'm here exhausted, but I made it this far. I carry the weight of all my past scars, and no one offers help, they just watch from afar, because I spent my whole life moving on from shit that tore me apart, and now I'm holding on to my last hope, but it's getting very hard. Because you don't see the struggles behind my smiles, nor the anguish behind my fading blue eyes, nor do you hear my stifled cries. I want to stop, but I don't even try, until you die. I saw parallels in me and you. I saw things in me I denied which are now undoubtedly true. It could have just as easily have been me. But it was you. And I don't know what to do. I can't stay here. Because then I'll die too. So now I'm sitting here alone with all this weight on my shoulders. Sitting here alone praying to God I don't falter. Because after all of this, I deserve to live. I deserve to see life when I'm older, sober. Thanks. Before I finish up, I want to thank Adam. Because he puts a lot of work in to set up this platform for artists, and I know, given what happened to me this year, if I didn't have this platform, if I didn't have this catharsis, if I didn't have this outlet, I wouldn't be in the space I am now. So I owe you a lot, and you don't realise it. So I want to, if everyone can and then just also want to touch on, it's an important day for our country tomorrow, so I encourage everyone to go out and vote.
Absolutely.
It's, look, whatever you think about the pool of candidates, out of them two, there's only really one option, because the other one is... the other one contributed to that hellscape of Dublin I was talking about. And another thing I want to touch on, there's a few people who obviously aren't Irish here, and all that shit that's happening in City West, they don't speak for any of us here.
Yeah,
and I want you to know that whatever they're doing, it's nothing. The Irish people do not think like that. Everybody's welcome here, so just be a bit remiss in not to bring that up. So I'll end with this. This is a light-hearted one, and it's very short. I was in work the other day, and my chest was really itchy. And I went to the toilet to have a look, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And there was 3 hairs growing out of one follicle. It was fucking awful. So I wrote this about that. There you are, down there. 1 nipple follicle and 3 big hairs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.